Hey everyone, Rick Hong here. We're at the Pacific Design Center, where tonight for HBO's APA Visionaries, they are honoring the filmmakers for Halwa, Zoetic, and Moonwalk with Me. Let's take a first look.
Halwa is a quiet story that revolves around an Indian immigrant woman who decides to rekindle her relationship with her childhood companion through Facebook messages until her abusive husband finds out. You do see him as a loving husband before you see him as an abusive husband. Sujata Chopra is desperately trying to make her marriage work. It's not just an Indian American thing, it's a human thing. There's an element of psychology that happens to women that go through domestic abuse where they feel like they can't leave. Sujata breaks that very quietly. Our research on domestic abuse came from us listening to survivors. It was really important for us not to make the victim a victim, but let the victim be a victor.
What motivated you two to tell this story?
It started with an actress that we both worked with before. She's an older Indian American lady, brilliant and getting really narrow roles. So we wanted to build out from there and do something much more multidimensional with her and worthy of her skills. We started talking to her, we listened to stories in our community, and we came up with something we felt was original and emotional.
For her, she was always being typecasted to be arranging someone's marriage, and we wanted to do something that was much more deeper, and we just listened to our own stories and our own immigrant experiences, and we started developing Halwa from there.
And this is a movie, that via the HBO prompt was also supposed to be about the modern APA experience and influenced by the digital age. And I think the digital age is making huge differences within our community, not only here but in India. There are feminist movements, there are people liberating themselves with their knowledge, through exposure.
Hi, I'm Julie Zahn, and I'm the co-director of my film Zoetic.
你想唔想 try online dating 啊？
She's going on her first date with a guy that's taking her to Quiznos?
Get away from my mom, you creep!
Zoetic is about a 60-year-old Chinese immigrant mother. She decides to try online dating because her daughter pushes her to do it, and there's this huge barrier that comes down. One guy asked my mom to go on a date with him at Costco. And his defense was, I've gone to so many Starbucks dates, I just thought Costco would mix it up.
Explain to me what your inspiration was for telling the story.
Well, funny enough, I actually asked my real mother if she wanted to try online dating last year, which, as you know, is a really uncomfortable question to ask your immigrant Asian mom. And she ended up saying yes. And so that really opened our relationship up, and she shared with me, stories about crazy guys online, very similar to what you and I would go through in an online dating circle.
And I like watching that. That was fun.
Yeah, so those are actually based on true stories. Yeah, and from that, our relationship really blossomed, and so that was where the birth of the idea came from, was what if we put a single immigrant mom against the backdrop of 2019 online dating? And then when Wesley Chan, my co-director, came along, he saw it as a universal story of mother and daughter and self-love, and so we really developed that into a piece that hopefully relates to everybody.
My dad and I would drive to the desert. I always thought it would be the two of us until the end, until one day he left.
Moonwalk with Me is a fantasy short film about a drifting father and a girl trying to keep him grounded on Earth.
The inspiration came from my relationship with my father. He would always travel back from here to Korea. So growing up, I didn't understand why he would be traveling back and forth. So this movie is kind of my coping mechanism of understanding him, and yeah.
So then what did Appa think after he watched it?
He didn't watch it yet. This is the first time.
Oh, tonight? It's going to be the first time? So let me ask you, what's your feeling? Like, what are your reactions of being here tonight? HBO, it's amazing, especially being an Asian American Korean woman director.
It's super exciting. Having my dad watch it is a little scary because, it's an emotional film for me, and I don't know how he will react, but it was always my dream to share my movies with the people I love, so I'm super excited.